Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do to do for you. Got something nice for you today. It's gonna be short. I'm hearing, well, nobody wants to be spend 20 minutes watching the video. They want to get enlightened, they spend whatever time they need to, but I get the concept. Let's go. Right is the 24-hour rule led by a storyteller, story with a message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. You got a good thing going. That's right. Right thing is mission, and yeah, I'm on it. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thing is way of life, and it is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. Know thyself. And I'm trying to give you everything I could to get you to do that. All you gotta do is pay attention and implement the lessons. Let's go. Know thyself, the question I asked. But if you don't know, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. What I do is for you to know thyself. Let's go. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not is foolish. Avoid them. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. I do for you. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thing is know thyself. And to my eye, be true. I keep trying to explain to you, these are lessons in life that I give. I go to the book to get it and break it down for you. So today I'm gonna give you a good one. This one, I did one before about the Great Awakening. Right thinkers, this one is let's talk about having that Great Awakening and how to have that Great Awakening. What makes you have the Great Awakening? Okay, that's nice written down for you, nice and simple, nice and short and sweet, straight to the point. Hopefully you get it. Let's go. No book this time. This is all me. All right. Let's start with the Great Awakening, aka knowing thyself. When you actually wake up, when all of the great truths that you learn have been realized by you for yourself, and the perfection of your right thinking philosophy and your shady disciplines, you will realize their true nature, your true nature, and actually experience. This is the part that makes it the great awakening. When you actually experience it for yourself, what? That oneness with the transcendental supreme being, aka God or your higher self. There is no better feeling. There's nothing you can have accumulate than the knowledge of knowing who you are. All the money, all the fortune and fame, yeah, but they tell you what's to have all that and not know yourself or to do whatever y'all say. But my point is, nothing matters outside the knowledge of self. I'm just saying. Why? Because with that, everything else is possible. From this say, through Christ, I can do all things. With knowledge of self, I can do all things. This saying the same thing. I'm there. I'm trying to be cool. As a teacher, I got to try to maintain my equilibrium, because I get excited. So I'm trying to work on that. That's called a perfect segue. This is called shady discipline. What does shady mean? Shady means to study profoundly. Put in your work, learn, study to get out of it what's meant for you. If you do that, that's the esoteric meaning of studying, getting the hidden meaning, using it, understanding it, and professing it and manifesting it for yourself to know that it works. The masses ain't into all of that, so it's about choice. Okay, watch this. Shady disciplines, I call them spiritual disciplines. Same thing. Watch this. Shady disciplines is when you listen to the wisdom teachings. You tune into me, I'm giving you wisdom teachings. And what that'll do? To become wiser. You can't think wisdom. You have to learn it and then you experience it. And that experience makes you wise. The thought, the idea, the lesson is not what makes you wise. It's implementing it and manifesting for yourself, which brings on the wisdom. It's about the experience. And you learn my esoteric, aka hidden mysteries. They said we studied Egyptian mystery system. It's a mystery for the outsiders. As a Mason, I know what we do. Outsiders don't. So it's a mystery to you guys. So I teach you the hidden mysteries of right thinking philosophy as taught by what? And all authentic teachers, aka sages. Because of my experience, because of my knowledge and acquired wisdom over the years, I have the right to do what it is I do, help you master you. Acting, living by my truth, applying my philosophical concepts of right thinking, and acting to become what? Virtuous by purifying my heart through righteous and selfless service on a daily basis. These are things that you have total control over. When you start taking control and being responsible for your actions, when they're good, you will be blessed. That's the reward of a good and righteous action and virtuous act. It's rewarded. Trust me. If you think being sneaky and deceitful, doing the things that just going to supply you or satisfy you, you will not be blessed for that. Okay, you will be punished. And watch this. So when you learn these things and show by what? Daily devotion to your higher self. We wasn't, I'm just saying, I'm a whole different mindset. Different, way different. So now that mindset, way different. One is good, one's not so good. I'm glad I got that one out the way early. He wasn't so lucky. I learned, so I got a chance to change. That's my point with dealing with younger people. Don't waste your life away doing wrong stuff and thinking it's because we're going to find out. I'm just trying to help you with that. That's what teachers do. That's what elders do. That's what the older guys do for younger guys. Try to give you a heads up about life. I call them life lessons for that reason. I'm reading from the book. I use the knowledge I acquired to give it to you. Hopefully you can use it. That's the purpose of what I do for you. And when you show daily devotion to what? Your divine higher self with worship of morning prayer ritual, morning meditation ritual. I go to the gym and work out. And all these things, okay, are ways of purifying my heart and showing what they call divine love, doing what's right for the right reason. That's not easy. And by doing this, it allows your personality to be what? Purified. I treat people right. I do right by people. So my heart is being lightened. So when my judgment day comes, if it was to happen right now, take my heart, put on the scale, I'm good. Can you say that? That's knowing thyself. Why? I'm putting myself in that position to be ready. When that happens, that's the purpose of doing the things I'm trying to show you to do so that I'm doing it for myself first. So if we're going to be tested, test minds. Now, with truth, with your heart's purified with what? Living with truth, and that will help to what? Eradicate the subtle ignorance, aka ego, that binds it to what? Mortal existence. Thinking me, I got to have greed, larceny, jealousy, and all those qualities that's satanian, those are egoistic concepts that if you live in a lifestyle, that's what you're going to do. And that's never good. Okay? Anybody think bad is good and society is starting to flip the script. I tell my pastor, when I was a bad guy, everybody wanted to be good and good was, now I'm a good guy. Everybody want to be bad and sneaky and deceitful. Yeah, society is run on that level at this point in time. So, as my grandma said, we're going to hell in the handbasket. If we don't have good leadership, we're not going to be led in the right way. And this clown we got talking about No, I ain't going there. Curve that. Get back to the lesson. I'm about to lose it. Now, when you discover yourself, that which is that transcends time and space, that's God. When you discover that, that's the end all be all. Now you should be able to function, be able to perform and do whatever you need to do. But when you get old and realize that, you just want to go through life and just chill, cool out. But when you learn that at a young age, you be so full of life, you be so ready to go. I see spiritual people, I see religious people living their lifestyle. So it's possible. It's just not enough of us. Sorry about that. Get off the soapbox. Back to the lesson. Here you go. Now, understand this. Men and women are to become God-like. Well, how you do that? Glad you asked. Through a life of virtue and a life of virtue and the cultivation of righteousness and the spirit through what? Scientific knowledge. I'm not doing that right now. Okay. Practicing right thinking philosophy. The three things I tell you to do: pray, meditate, and physical fitness. Those are things that you can do for yourself. Those are things that help you become spiritually disciplined. And at the highest form of joy and peace, when you have this perfected, so to speak, and you are content when you obtain that which the meaning of life is discovered. Once you find out who you are through your life lessons, through your daily practice of being an actor and learning your spiritual lessons, you will become God-like while working on earth. And watch this. So when there is peace and harmony in your life, when you reach that level where I'm just happy. I don't have attitude, I don't grudge, none of that. So I'm happy with my life. You can't find God if you're agitated, upset, or dissatisfied, or ignorant to your higher self in your life. Sorry about that. Ancient proverb, right quick. Shita means secret. They call spiritual system Shita Netta. We learn about the hidden God. God is hidden. Is not revealing himself until you start to realize, open the third eye, and all will reveal why the veil of ignorance of yourself is lifted. You can practice any of the varied spiritual disciplines designated as Shita Netta. Right thinking philosophy is the one I choose. Okay? Now, to promote what? Yourself elevation to what? Towards your higher ultimate goal in life, which is what? Spiritual enlightenment. This is what my goal is to get you. They say spiritual enlightenment. I say, no, that's it. Same thing. Because the work you got to put in for both of them to happen is the same work. So don't make a difference what you call it. Now, when you reach spiritual enlightenment, it ain't just, oh, you reached it. No, you have put work in. You have done some things. So when you reach that, it is what? Your great awakening to what? The awareness of the transcendental essence which binds the universe, the world, and which is eternal and immutable and infinite and immortal, aka God. That's the spirit that's in you. It's not going nowhere until the body ceases to exist. And if it's enlightened, it's going home. If not, go and do your Beyonce to the left, whatever it is. But yeah, you get a mulligan. You get a do-over in life. The spirit, not you. The conscious gone. Conscious is ours. You need to marry your conscience with your heart. That's finding God, because that's where God dwells. We can break that down for you later. Let me wrap this up for you. Now, watch this. With this self-discovery, knowledge of self, understanding and living spiritual truths, it is also the sobering, watch this, and ecstatic realization that you being one with the transcendental essence, aka God. When you realize that, it's a wrap. Why? You know the self. Or you're blissed out. If you're Christian, when you go through that experience, my barber, he said he called Jesus. I ain't got no problem with that. Whatever name you call him by. Once you realize that he's with you, you good to go. So I don't have a problem with that. Whatever you call your higher self, realizing it for yourself is what you need to understand. So we get along fine. No, don't say nothing about Jesus before you get my haircut. I love that guy. But trust me, being religious and spiritual, they go hand in hand if it's done right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of it's not done right. So I can't respect the fact that it is. So moving on, let me wrap this up. Now, with this realization that you and God are one, comes what? Great joy, peace, and the power to what? Experience the fullness of life and to realize that the purpose of life during the lifetime on earth, the ancients use the lotus flower because the lotus grows in the muck and the mire. So no matter what environment you come out of, and that's important, but no matter how bad it is, when you open up to God, you're pure. And that's the concept of knowing thyself by putting the work in and rising above all the stuff that's here and being better and knowing thyself, you will be rewarded with the afterlife. And that's why the symbol is used as for Shitat Netta. It means in the turning toward what? The light of what? Truth, peace, and the transcendental harmony, aka Mayat or heart mind coherence. That's the right thing. Philosophy. That's what I live by. Hope the lesson was good for you. I got more. I got to go.